So, Adam, earlier tonight, you taught me a new word. You know what it was?
Geriatrics?
Geriatrics. I did not know what that word meant, and when I think of Giuseppe's team, that's the first word that comes to mind.
Actually, if you look up in the encyclopedia Geriatrics, it says hyphen Brogan's Broforce. That's Giuseppe's team name.
It's a bad team name, bro. That's a fifth string quarterback.
I just did the math. Your average age of your players is 29 years old.
I also just did the math, and according to my numbers, average age, 50.
You average those out, you're looking like 35 years old.
Wow. Oh my gosh.
Actually,
All right.
like 42 or something like that, or 41.
So, on the topic of old, let's talk about his old players first. So, we have Drew Brees, stud.
Okay. Yeah.
Antonio Brown.
Stud, over 40 years old.
Doug Baldwin.
You forgot about the first two, these next two.
I was going through those. Devontae Freeman's not old.
He's old-ish.
No,
He
he's
gets
like,
injured a lot.
he's
So
like
his
cousins.
body's old.
Yeah, his brain's old.
Yeah.
Kind of like Giuseppe's. It's been under a lot of assault. You know what I mean?
Devontae Freeman, Jerick McKinnon. They ain't no young bucks.
Mm-hmm.
Antonio Brown, 30. Doug Baldwin, 30. Delaney Walker, 35.
Is he really 35 years old?
He's over 30, but he's definitely not 35.
What an old guy.
But like, dude.
Steven Gostkowski, 38.
Yeah. Cardinals defense.
40. They're 40 years old, that whole defense. Jesus.
Marshawn Lynch.
Whoa, actually, wait. I just thought of this.
Matt Ryan.
What if Giuseppe's getting volunteer hours for this?
Bryant?
What if Giuseppe's getting volunteer hours for this, for helping out the elderly?
Okay, I mean.
That's going to bring out my grade, now that I think
Terrence Sproles?
Wow. Yeah, this is like...
Every time I look at your team, I think, did you forget that this is a dynasty draft? Not to mention you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You got 8 players who are questionable.
I mean, it is the third week of the preseason, so I'll let that slide. But your team is old, dude.
You're
very
old and they're hurt.
Oh, God. Your youngest player would probably be fucking... someone I've never heard of? Jamon Moore? Sounds like a dude who'd be serving me something at Jamba Juice.
Where's Jamon Moore?
Exactly. He's on my... You must have picked him up.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if, like, you start your roster...
Marshawn Lynch?
Dude, some of these guys are not even going to show up to the game because they're going to be, like, stuck playing shuffleboard.
Yeah. Or they had, like, a real bad stomach ache and it took them out for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Your team's old, bro. I just realized that, and it makes me sad.
Really old.
Yeah, like, you're going to have to do some serious...
This is a dynasty draft.
Oh, man.
Did you look at the... You probably went off the rankings that were right there in the draft room. Good job. People like you make people like us better.
Yeah.
Although, okay, in all seriousness, looking down his team, got a lot of injury risk here, hence the Qs everywhere. But for a win now team, you're right there in the money. I mean, you could win today, but then you ain't gonna win for the next 10 years.
Yeah,
So
I would agree with that. I'll give you that. And it's hard. I mean, what we do here is very scientific. The way we come up with these grades, like there's a lot of thought process into it.
Very
so
scientific.
it's really hard for us to really consider all elements. So we'll definitely take that in consideration. But even that being said, with how old your team is, I gotta go with the C minus, bro. I'm sorry. You should be sorry. You did this. This is your doing.
I'm gonna go with a C plus because I'm a believer in the fact that even if you draft a shit team, you can rebuild. Free agency is a long time. You know, you got the whole year, you got next year, you got every draft, you got trades. You can rebuild like crazy. I think you can win this year, barring injury. So that's where I'm gonna get you to the C plus.